What is happening, everybody? Hope everybody's doing well. Wow, what a weekend! What a weekend! We'll be getting over what I'll be talking about Rhode Island Comic Con. So before I get started, gotta do my shout outs. My man Erod 212, man, Express Comic Book Press and Services guys. You will receive 10% off if you use the Warrior Code 10. You can find him on his Instagram at Express CBP. You can email him at expresscbp@yahoo.com, guys. And if you guys didn't know, he does have a website up. That's right, expresscbp.com. He can submit your books to CGC, CBCS, either one, both, whatever you prefer. Submissions available for cleaning presses. Don't forget to use the word code and receive 10% off. Where else can you receive 10% off? Right here at the geekysauce.com, guys. This is where you get that cool New York Warriors merchandise and Lord of the Lone Box merchandise. But type in NY Warriors and receive 10% off on that and everything on the website. What else we got? 10% off for HallsOfHeroesCollectibles.com, guys. When you're about to check out, man, type in BLC646 and you'll receive 10% off. That's right, so go over there and check it out. What else can I say about my man Spidey Potter Tumblers, guys? Come on, guys. The guy should be at 1K years ago. You guys are slacking. Come on. Go sub the man up. I got the link in below in the comments. If you're not sub to him, if you know somebody who's not sub to him, let's get him, because once we're doing up to 550, we're going to be doing some giveaways, man. We want to give stuff away, but we need your help. Let's go. You'll find him on his Instagram also, Spidey_Poly_Tumblers, man. Great guy. So that is that. And let's see into the comics. GT Comics is in the house, man. How you doing? How's everything? We got a little snow here in Pennsylvania today. Not much, just, dusting, but it's getting cold. It was like 30, 40 degrees out there. So, yeah. So, let me talk about Rhode Island Comic Con. It was in Providence, Rhode Island. It was my first time going to this con. And wow, I was already warned by a lot of people that have been to this con. This is not a comic book type show. They do have some, but it's more of a celebrity lineup. And let me tell you, they had tons and tons of celebrities. Oh boy, there was a lot. And let me tell you, they had a good sized crowd there. We're going to be talking about how this place is, where I stayed and all this stuff. So I got to get in as a vendor. That's right. I had a vendor's pass. This got me in early. Had the time frames on the back, which I wasn't a fan on Friday's time frame. I think it should have been at least 1 o'clock to 7. Not 3 to 9. I think that's a little too much. They got comics. Reading, fellow comic book geeks. Have not been to a con since King Kong this past spring. Wow. Was I at King Kong? I can't remember if I was at King Kong this year. Did I? I had a list of all the shows, which I still have. This was my lineup of the cons of this year. And by looking at this list, I did not make King Kong. No, wait. It was my first show of the year. It was in March 22nd of this year. King Kong was my first show of the year. Then I went to Little Giants. Then I went to C2E2. Then I went to Three Men Comic Book Swap. And then I went to Heroes Con, and then Hershey Con, and Terrific Con. And then my last con was Rhode Island. Let me see what he says. I think you were there, or maybe the year before. No, I got my list. So I did pretty much a lot of cons last year. I did 1, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, eight major shows in 1 year. That's pretty much a lot. All right. So this it's supposed to be my last con of the year, big con. So we'll see. Maybe I'll still hit a couple of shows or something. We still got a good this month and a good part of December. So we'll see how that goes. So what can I say, Rhode Island? Uh got there Friday morning. Uh Again, the Friday show was from 3 to 9. And I'm not a fan of that. I think 1 to 7 would be a lot better. Leaving at 9 o'clock at night on Friday, and then the next day, I believe the time for the next day was it a 10? I think it was 10. Yeah, 10 o'clock, and they let the VIPs in at 9. All right, so the VIPs get in 1 hour earlier. So 1 to 7 would have been better to get a little more rest, to get something to eat, relax, to set up. But it is what it is. So I stayed at the Omni Hotel. How do I use the link on the top real quick? You just tap on it. It's the same thing. It's just a StreamYard. Again, broke boy. Just all you do is just go to the top where it's pinned, and you should be able to come on. We got the Alchemist is in the house. What's up, Arsenio? Let me see if he could get on. All you do is click on it. Let me see. He says, I would have went to New York Comic Con this past October, but it was a madhouse in 2023. I went in 2022, and it was manageable due to COVID, and there was not much more. Were more my comic vendors. Well, yeah. I didn't make New York Comic Con this year. I did make last year because of my work schedule, so I couldn't go. So I ended up going to Rhode Island. I was off. But I would have loved to go to New York. New York it is what it is. It's always like that. If you're gonna go to New York, you go Thursday. Your best bet. Friday's not too bad, but do not. If you don't really like massive crowd, don't go on Saturday. Saturday is when it's pretty much most of the time it's sold out. I don't know if it was sold out this year because I didn't go, but most of the time Saturdays usually sold out big time. Sunday ain't too bad. And yes, he has arrived. Noah Broke Boy Comics is in the house.
What's going on?
Was at Rhode Island. Now, was this your first time or you've been there before?
This is my second year going.
So you was there last year?
I was, yes.
Okay, so last year, and so it was the same place, same everything, and everything. So I think I only saw you and Chinmo for like 3 seconds.
Yeah, that was the only time I saw you all weekend. I saw you were working.
Yeah.
So like, we're letting you do your thing. We saw you pass by. Meow.
Yeah. What was I say? He says I went on Thursday. Those years crazy in 2023. Yeah, we talk about New York Comic Con.
Yep.
But yeah, and the funny thing is, the place that we met is where I really want to talk about because it's almost like a Skype type bridge connecting from the main convention center going into the gymnasium or the rink or whatever it was called. Because we started having a nickname for it. We started calling it the Abyss because once you go down there, you pretty much disappear.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got there Friday. I was there all 3 days working, but I think the worst, excuse me, damn, was Saturday. Saturday where I bumped into you and Chinmo.
Oh, we weren't there Saturday. I think we saw you on Sunday.
Yeah, no, it was Sunday, but Saturday, that point of entry where I saw you, that bridge.
Oh, yeah.
That was so clogged up with so much people on Saturday, you can barely move.
Wow.
That's how bad it was. You couldn't even walk. You actually had to like wait, move a little bit, wait, move a little bit. There was so tons of people trying to get through it at the same time. It was really bad. Walking is one thing, but when you're stuck in that one point, it's terrible.
Yeah, and that's why we skip Saturdays for Rhode Island Con, because we know it gets like that. I did that last year, and that was my first time going. But everyone's like, yeah, we're gonna skip Saturday because Saturday's too crazy. It's not even that much of like a comic show. It's mostly celebrities. So yeah.
But like, okay, so I tried to find where I think the main entrance was the rink. Was that the main entrance?
I would say so. Yeah. Yeah. Like when you walk outside, all the food trucks are right out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say that's the main entrance.
That's right, because there's another entrance when you go through the hotel. They had security there too, but it wasn't that big. It was only like 2. But I don't know if that was like the VIP section, maybe.
I'm not sure. So I think it actually depends on what garage you park in. So when I park in the north garage, we go through the main entrance. When we parked in the south garage, we actually go through another entrance on the other side.
So I got there. Like you said, I was warned by you and everybody else. Hey, it's not a comic book show. It's more celebrity. I mean, you can see the lineup. Yeah, it's all celebrities, this and everything. And I got there. There was a little comics and stuff there, and I did see some stuff that I wanted. But I was like, I'm really on a budget because this is my last con of the year. I can't go crazy. And of course, I have to get my book signed that I got. And I did get 4 books signed. And nice. I at least I got that out of the way. But looking around, it took me a while to figure out where everything was and how to find the shortcuts to get to everything. So after a while, I started, the first day I was like completely lost. But by Saturday, hint by hint, like little by little, I was like, oh, I could take the elevator here. I could take a shortcut here. It'll leave me here. And I was like bypassing everything around. So I was trying to get around and everything. So it wasn't bad, after when you get the hang of it. But let me tell you something. The food prices are ridiculous. I never seen. I mean, I didn't go outside to the food trucks, so I don't know how the prices were there. Hopefully, they were better. But inside,
no, it's ridiculous. And even the food trucks, like, it's typical food truck prices. Like, I feel like they're a little bit inflated, but it's still good food, though. You know what I mean?
I didn't get a chance to even go outside. I just try to just grab a bite. But did you know that inside they were charging you $6 for a bottle of soda?
Yeah, that's insane. That's crazy. Isn't it like $4 for a water? Isn't that what it was, or something like that?
It was $6 for a regular bottle of soda. And I was like, are they freaking kidding me?
Yeah, like, I mean, it's just like when you go to like a sports game, because that's what that arena is. It's for like the Providence Bruins and everything.
Yeah,
it's those kind of prices, I think, and I don't think they adjust them for the convention.
No, that was the most insane thing. I was like, so what happened was on Friday. What's up, guy? Forge is in the house. So I think it was Friday night. And we went out to eat after it was over 9 o'clock. That's the bad thing, because by 9 o'clock, most everything in the mall's closed, so you can't get nothing to eat there. The food trucks are gone. So technically, you have to actually either eat in a restaurant that's there or go outside. So we went out and we got something to eat, and the prices out there were pretty much the same thing, a little less, but still expensive.
Yeah, so it's the city too.
So I asked the lady in the hotel, I said, you know what? I got to get something to drink. So like, well, we don't have any vending machines in here. So the closest vending machine is in the parking lot. I was like, I said, there's a vending machine, a soda vending machine in the parking lot. Why would it be in the parking lot?
Yeah, what?
So I took a walk. I said, hell with it. I got to get something to drink. I went there. And guess what? The vending machine was selling the same size soda for only $2.75. Guess what I did the rest of the con? I went back to that vending machine to get something to drink. I did not pay
as you should.
As soon as I found out it was $2.75, I said, that's where I'm going.
Yep.
Because it's right inside the hotel. I just have to walk. Like it's like that other entrance where the 2 security thing is. Right up that rampway, that's the parking garage is right there. So I was like, for $2.75, that's where I'm going.
Oh, all day.
What? Wow. I'm like, no way. I am not paying $6. That was my hidden gem. I was like, yes.
That's good to know for next year in case I go. Yeah.
In the parking lot. Press the button, it'll tell you the price on it. And sure enough, when I pressed the button, it said $275, and I'm like, "What? No, I'm getting it. I'm
Yep.
getting it."
Thank you.
So one of the things I didn't like about the con is in the website, it tells you where the celebrities are. It'll tell you if they're on the lower concourse. They'll tell you if they're number 3. Number 3 is the main level where I was, and then number 5 would be the upstairs on the 5th floor.
Yeah.
So pretty much the celebrities are spread all over the place. That's a lot. Okay. So, but if you had to find an artist, it didn't tell you where it was. Not on the website. You had not a table number, not a row number, nothing.
Nope.
You had to go outside to they had this banner or something with the names, and then it had like little dots on it, and the dots will tell you where they were.
Oh, I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah.
I just went onto the floor and I tried to find people.
Yeah, they were one downstairs, one upstairs. They were spread out, but there wasn't that many. So if you didn't know what that was, it was crazy. So everybody was like, "Yo, have you seen Jay Lee? Is Jay Lee here? Jay Lee here?" No, Jay Lee's not here. Jay Lee that was another thing. A lot of people canceled.
Yeah, so the last year and this year I went for John Bernthal, and he canceled both years.
Wow.
And I was so upset. Me and Jesse, Planet Mayhem, so upset. What the hell? Like, it was ridiculous.
I had a goal to meet certain celebrities, and it didn't work out too well.
Really?
First of all, I wanted one of the things I wanted to get signed was to meet Rosario Dawson, but she was only there on Saturday. So there was no way for me to get to that crazy line. So I had to drop off my book where I was working at with the rest of everybody else's orders that were dropping off books for Rosario. So I threw mine in there. I was like, I don't have time to go. And you couldn't even see her because she was like super special. She was only there for Saturday, and her line was ridiculous. And she was behind the curtain. So you couldn't even see her unless you was actually getting something signed. She was behind another curtain. Yeah.
Oh wow. Where was she? Oh, she was probably on the top, the 5th level, right?
She was in the rink.
Really?
Yep. If you walk into the rink, you know how they have the lanes? She was all the way to the right and the back corner behind a curtain. So again, if you didn't, you can't see her.
Interesting. Wow.
Yeah. So she had a massive line, and Charlie Cox had a massive line because he was only there on Saturday also.
Of course.
Charlie's line was insane that it got so bad that they had to do an overflow. Okay. They had to take people and put them up in the rafters where the seats were and give them like a white ticket to try to get them out because it was over. Because the fire marshals that were there, they're like, "Oh, we can't have this. This is a fire hazard." So they had to comply. Yeah, this was so chaos. So I asked questions, and I was like, "Well, what happens?" Because some people already had prepaid for the autographs,
right?
So I was asking questions. Says, "Well, what happens if the people that prepaid can't get the signature because you got people that are coming in, paying when they get there,
right?
And you got this overflow going. So what would happen?" And they told me that they do the best they can. So even if you prepaid and you couldn't get your signature that Saturday, you get a refund. So I said, how is that fair? They prepaid. They should at least get in.
Right.
Getting their signed books over the people who didn't prepay.
Yeah, that's the one thing about this show. I feel like this show is just so poorly managed and just disorganized a little bit. It is, and I think that's why, like, me and Jesse Chinmo, we're all like considering not even going anymore. Like, unless there's like someone we really want to see, or like for a real reason for us not to miss it. I don't think we're gonna be going next year.
Well, again, this all goes down because the biggest name, Rosario and Charlie, were only there for one day. They wasn't there for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So this way, more people have a chance getting the autograph. But when you're limited to only one day, you got to get it done that day, and it was pretty bad. It was, but I think I think they did pretty good from what I went back downstairs. It kind of flowed a little quicker. So I
Okay.
think, yeah. So I think that main big push, they got through it, and then everything went smoothly after that. So I believe everybody got their signatures. I
Gotcha.
hope.
That's good.
Yeah, they opened
Yeah,
up the line, and from what I heard, there was no more overflow, and they just let everybody go. So it was good.
that's good.
So,
Yeah.
and they have two different lines when you get down there, which I didn't know. They have the VIP and the general. So of course the
Mm,
VIP's line usually goes a whole lot faster because they take you quicker in the front. They'll take like two VIPs or three, and then they'll take one general, and then two or three, and then when there's no VIPs left, then they hit the generals quicker.
right.
But
Right.
yeah, it took me a while to find where everything was. To find it down, how to get downstairs to the rink
Yep.
I took the wrong way. I went right. I should have went left, and because I went basically all the way around to get to the staircase.
Yep.
There's a staircase going down on one side. They said this is down and the other one's coming up. So they try to direct it that way. Uh, but yeah, Saturday was that walkway was terrible.
I
That's
can't
just
even imagine.
you,
Yeah.
you couldn't even barely walk through there. It was insane. It was that to
Right.
me it was that bad part and trying to find the artists and stuff. And again, Friday came or Saturday, Sunday, people still ask me, "Hey, is Jay Lee?" No, like there's no announcement, anything saying that so many people didn't show up.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So
No, we when we were there on Friday, we were asking that too. I was like, I thought Jay Lee was supposed to be here, and we never even
yeah,
knew about him. The only thing we knew about was like celebrities canceling.
well
I don't.
there was some artists there. I was right across from John Gaines, so he was busy. He was doing really really well, and there
Yeah.
was a lot. Bill Morrison was there. Um, Sam De La Rosa. Oh,
Yep.
he was busy. Oh my God, they. Let me tell you something. It wasn't a really Comic Con, but they were busy. They had a lot of people coming to them, getting remarks and sketches and stuff. So yeah, for them, I think they did pretty well. I
Yeah.
walked around, you know. I mean, it is what it is. The way it's designed, what are you gonna do?
Right.
But one of my goals was to meet an 80s actor TV movie back in the 80s. If you guys didn't know, Bill Allen was there from Rad. I had his DVD. I didn't take it with me because the box was like kind of messed up, so I didn't want him to sign that. So I got to meet him, and that was one of my goals. So I did pick up some stuff from him. I got the sticker. It says Hell's
Oh,
Track. That
nice.
was the whole point of the movie. Let me just change that. And I did get a photo thing from him. That's him when he was younger. He signed it.
Nice.
Yeah, the BMX and everything during the movie. So I asked him tons of questions about the movie. First of all, I says, well, by looking at the landscaping, I thought you guys were filming in Washington State, because there was a lot of mountains and everything. It was not. It was in Canada. I was like, okay. So the background was Canada. So then I asked him and says, well, was this at a film studio or were you guys really at real places like the school gymnasium scene, the restaurants and stuff? He goes, yeah, it was all in a real town. So I was like, wow. So that was great. I asked him a lot of questions, and then I saw this. I had to pick it up. It's a record, a soundtrack from the movie,
Ooh, that's sick.
and he signed it.
That's sick.
I was,
As I'm just coming off of a album review show.
yeah. But wait till I show you what the record looks like.
Ooh, is it colored? Ooh, that's sick. It's like a molten red. That's really cool.
I was like, whoa. I was like,
You bought that at the show?
huh?
You bought
Yeah.
that at the show? He had
Yeah.
it at his table?
You know
That's
how
cool.
long it took me to find him? Because he was at the Blockbuster section. All right.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah. He was at the Blockbuster, and the Blockbuster section was on the 5th floor, all the way in a corner.
Yep.
I was like, what? It took me a while to find him. When I got there, he was there with his wife and everything. And He looks a lot older now. But I think I did take a photo with him, and let's see what it looks like.
There
There
we
I
go.
am, and there he is. He
Hey.
had bikes displayed there. I should have got him to sit on the BMX bikes on the side. There was two of them. He could have sat on the one from the movie. I would have sat on the other one, but we stood next to the big bike there. So this is
That's
where
sick.
he had t-shirts, he had all kinds of stuff,
Yeah, it looks like
memorial,
he has quite a spread of stuff.
you know. So again, you see the hell track from the movie and everything in the back. So he had like a little display thing going on. So that was cool. I got to meet him. I talked to him for a little while. What a nice guy.
Yeah.
So that I did meet him. I was one of my goals. One of the other people that I tried to meet, I didn't get a chance to meet, but during working and people getting stuff signed, I met a lot of those celebrities
Yeah.
during the job.
Perks of working.
So I met almost the whole entire cast of The Flash,
That's cool.
because they wanted every single signature. I met almost everybody that was in Mallrats. All
That's
right.
also cool.
I met the guy that played Luke Cage. I was just meeting celebrities left and right. I was having a great time doing that. So that's cool.
Yeah.
I had a great time. It wasn't that bad. Price wasn't bad. I stayed at the Omni, which is right there. Don't even have to go outside. It's just a walkway, and you can walk into the mall. It's actually connected to the mall too on the other side,
Oh wow, that's
Sky
cool.
Bridge, which was pretty cool,
Yeah.
which wasn't bad. So this is probably the first time you're ever gonna hear me say this. I went to a con and didn't buy a book,
Wow.
didn't buy a slab.
Wow. That's funny because I actually did walk out of there with some comics.
I was going to, but like I said, I was on a real tight budget, and I had to pay for my books and stuff like that, and then I had to pay for the signature because Rosario was not cheap. All right,
Yeah, I'm sure she wasn't.
she wasn't cheap. So, but I did buy some stuff, not much, but a couple of toys. So I wait until about Sunday. I looked around. I said, God, I'm not gonna get it. Somebody gets it. It is what it is. I did this at Terrificon also, and of course the toys are still there, and I always buy it. So on the last day.
Yep.
So it's big.
It's big.
Ah,
That is big.
yeah.
Oh wow.
There you go.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. I changed this.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
That's crazy. Hold on. Yeah, I saw this, and I was like, I gotta get it. Every time I go to a freaking con, I keep finding these damn Batmobiles. So every time they have them, I keep buying it. The last one was Joker-mobile, which I bought at Terrificon.
Wow.
Yeah, look at the size of this bad boy. Look.
Huh. Oh, it's cool. They got a picture of him in there.
Yeah, I think it's an action figure that fits into that.
Oh, no kidding. Oh,
Yeah.
that's sick.
Yeah, that's how big this is. I think you can put a what you call it in there. Action figure, a certain action figure.
Wow.
So that was the first thing I bought. And then while I was there, I said, I'm going to buy me a couple of shirts because I need shirts, and it was right next to where I was. And the problem is my size. When you go there and you see all the shirts, they're cool and everything. The problem is they don't have my size. So when you go there, you got to tell, hey, where's the 3Xs? And they tell you, well, this is all what I got. So What I found was this.
Let's go. That's perfect.
I know. I was like, I saw that. I said, that's perfect. Right on my alley. I said, I'll take that.
Yep.
And then I got this.
Ooh, love it.
The red, the black. I'm like, yo, Flash. I says, no problem. The guy gave me a deal, 2 for whatever. I think 2 for $50. I say, great. I always charge you more because of 3X size.
Yeah, damn.
So if you was regular size, it would have been less.
Yeah, dude, that Thundercat shirt, perfect.
And I found another one. I found this one later on,
Huh.
and look at that one. Look at that.
That's sick.
I
That
mean,
must be an older one then.
I think so. I keep finding it. The guy said he had this in his basement, and he just took it out of the box and he started selling it. And he gave me a discount because I was a vendor.
Oh, nice.
So I was like, I'll take whatever price you give me.
That's awesome.
Look at that.
I like the older looking box too. I like the.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know what it is, but I keep finding this. First Batman classic TV seal Batmobile, and it fits 6-inch figures. Adult collector, DC Comics.
That's awesome. And 266 Batmobiles in one
Two different booths. The first one I showed, it was the first one I saw. As soon as you walk in the toy vault, that's why I bought that one. And this one was, oh my god, this one took me a while because I was walking around and I came across it and I was like, if it's still there, I'll cut it. Then I couldn't remember what the hell it was. Like I knew the general area and I kept looking and I'm like, I thought it was here. And I kept checking the aisles and then I finally came across the aisle that I saw it in, and he still had it. And he had actually 2 of these. So I only bought one.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. The other one was only one. They only had one. So I keep finding these Batmobile. This is like my 3rd and 4th one.
Wow.
I got 2 other ones up there. It's just I keep finding it. Just to me, it's classic Batman mobile cars.
It is, yeah. That's awesome. Man,
that's pretty much my shopping thing that I got. I didn't really, between my graded books and the signatures and everything, and paying for expensive food, and I was like, you know what? Now they pay gas to get home.
Yeah.
And it was no easy trip on the way home. Let me tell you right now. I left 11:30 on Sunday night, and I was driving home. Yeah, I was driving home, and there was a lot of fog. And I took a different way because I had to take Route 6 or something like that. I took a back road, which wasn't really bad because it wasn't really that much traffic, but it was hard to see. And the police were out. They were out, I guess catching speeders or whatever. But the time I got to New York, it was pouring so hard and the fog was so bad. I couldn't. I was really tired, and I pulled in one of those rest stops and just took a nap. Says I'll wait till the rain stops because it was getting to a point where it was really bad. I was like,
it was raining pretty bad on Sunday.
Yeah, so I stopped, pulled over, especially going up and down mountains and stuff. I was like, nah. And everybody, I think a lot of people did the same thing. They all just pulled over and everything like that. So it wasn't too bad.
Wow.
Because if people were speeding, they probably would have been hearing this.
Yep. Oh yeah, see those red and blue lights behind you.
Yeah, but like I said, Saturday, just trying to get across that bridge, all you heard was this. That's all you heard. People like screaming, just everything. Don't like the prices. They didn't like that either.
It's an expensive show.
Oh, that's God. For sure. But yeah, this was my first time I worked it. Will I go again? I probably would, just all right. It wasn't there was books. I just didn't want to spend the money.
And it's
slabs.
It's hard too because there's so limited comic vendors there that it's only so many choices of booths you can shop from.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit tougher.
The main floor is it. That's it. That's where the comic book. There was some down on not the rink level where the celebrities just above the rink level when you can walk around. There was some of them there.
There was a few there. Yeah, there was. I know Pleasant View is like right at the entrance on that main floor.
Yeah,
I bought from them this year and last year.
Yes,
and then there's like a few others on the floor, but it's not much though. It's definitely not a comic book show.
They did have certain books that I would have picked up. Yeah,
Yeah.
But if for a comic show, no. Celebrity
Yeah.
show, yeah.
Yeah, I was 100%. The only celebrity signatures I have are actually from this show, this year and last year. So
Okay.
yeah,
So yeah, I would I would go again.
yeah, we'll
I
see.
would never do it again. Yeah.
We'll see what happens next year. Maybe we'll go again. We'll see. But I did bring my pickups with me.
I gotta see what you got because
Yes.
I can
Oh,
see
you're gonna like what I got.
because like I said, I was on a tight budget. I could have got some more books, but again.
Yeah. So we'll get the non-comic books out of the way really quick.
Okay.
So I got this cool Mega Lucario
Oh,
Pokemon
you picked
card.
up. Yeah, that was another thing. People had massive cards there.
Oh yeah, there's tons of card vendors. So I'm kind of into Pokemon cards a little bit. So I just pick up my favorite Pokemon, and Lucario was my number one. So I picked him up. Thought that was a cool one. That just came out recently. Next thing we got here is I play D&D. So picked up a nice set of metal dice.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's pretty sick. I bought the case with it too. Keep it all
Yeah,
nice and
that's
fresh.
good.
Yeah. So I picked that up. I got like one of everything at this show, which was kind of nice. And
That's
then
what I
the
do. I
one
try to collect everything.
the one signature I got was from Carrie Payton, who played Ezekiel in The Walking Dead.
Okay.
So I got him. He did the
Oh,
red.
look at that.
Yeah. And he did a quote on the side. If you watch the show, he goes, "And yet I smile."
Oh
So,
wow.
and he did that for free. He just added that on. He was
That's
such
cool.
a nice guy.
Let me tell you
Oh
something.
my
A lot of these celebrities were very, very nice.
They are.
I got to meet one celebrity which I had to get two how should I say this? Two like action figure type pop type things for a customer. And so I got to meet Chevy Chase.
Oh,
And,
sweet.
well, yeah, but he's not a really people person. So
I've heard. Yeah.
yeah,
But
I did ask
thankfully-
him a question though. I did ask him a question because in New York, there's a street in Queens. It's called Chevy Chase's Street. Chevy Chase.
Oh.
So my question was that named after him? You know that he lived in the area, and he said no. They just named that street, but he never lived in the area. So I got some answer to my question, but yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. No, I'm very grateful for Carrie Payton. He's such a nice guy. He's one of those celebrities that he was standing in front of his table and he was hugging every single person, saying hi, what's your name, where you're from, asking questions, talking to everyone. He was such a nice guy. Oh my God. It was one of the best celebrity interactions I've ever had. It was awesome. And I only bought 2 books and then I got a commission. I picked up a commission at this show.
Oh, okay.
So one of them, speaking of Flash, got a nice Flash book there. Him fighting the Justice League.
Oh man, I'm a big Flash fan.
Got my boy Batman back there.
Yeah.
Yep. Saying they're all imposters. I thought that was a cool one. So
Damn,
I picked that up.
When I saw that book.
Yeah, this was at Pleasant View. I shopped at them last 2 years. And then this one, I think I found this in their bin. Is this nice Adam 35?
All right.
Yeah. Because I was like, I got to walk out with the Silver Age. I love my Silver Age books, especially DC.
Definitely.
My ones. So this one was a cool one.
Well, that's what I'm saying. There was books like you could see. I would have definitely had brung some books. Trust me, if I had more money on me, I would have definitely got.
Oh, 100%. I only bought a few, so it's not a big comic book show. And then this commission here by Ryan Santos, my guy, local artist.
What?
Mm-hmm.
What? Wow.
So I gave this blank cover to him at Terrificon in August, and I told him I'd pick it up from him at Rhode Island Con.
Wow, he did the whole book.
And yeah, when this man takes his time and he takes it home with him, oh my God, does he work?
Wow.
He killed that. Amazing Bane.
That's insane.
Mm-hmm.
That looks like the whole book. Like
yeah.
Like
no, it looks like it's the cover to the book, honestly.
Yeah, exactly. It looks just like the cover.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Killed it on that.
He always does. He always does.
Damn.
Always kills it. He always has fun with it.
That's
So he's going to be at Little Giant up in New Hampshire, and he's going to do a Red Hood for me next.
So that means you're going to be at Little Giants next year.
Yes, it does.
I'm already booked for Little Giant, so I will see you there.
Nice. Have you been to Little Giant yet?
I've been to Little Giant lots of times.
I don't remember you there last year or this year. Were you there this year?
Yeah.
Did I see you? I must have seen you.
Yeah, I do. Maybe. But see, I got my list
a lot of
here.
people that day.
I hit 8 shows this year. I hit 8 shows, and Little Giants was my second of the year. King Kong was my first. So yeah. And according to this list, this is supposed to be my last con of the year, which is Rhode Island.
Yep. Yeah, I'll definitely be going.
Chapino.
Appreciate that. Yeah, he kills it. I continue to go back to him because he's affordable. First off, he's very affordable.
Yeah,
and he does better work than you get from a big name that you're spending double the price on.
Oh wow.
That's why I keep going back to him. That's why I don't have like a ton of commissions or head sketches or anything from bigger artists.
I'm starting to get, not only am I getting signed slabs now, it's like now I'm getting like little remarks to be going with it. And one of the books, and this is another first thing I did at this con was I took a slab with me, got it cracked open so I get it signed. And now I'm worried because the slab was a 9.8. So now that it got signed, now I'm like crossing my fingers, hoping it comes back a 9.8. But you know how that goes. It can come back a 9.6, and I'll be really disappointed. The other books that I got signed, one, the guy says, "Yo, I'm gonna give you." No, this is what happened. He signed it and he did a little signature design and something, and then a customer saw him doing it and he wanted the same books with the same stuff. And I was originally gonna only get that. So I was, only getting that signature the way he did it. So when I saw the other book, I'm like, oh man. I was like, oh, he's getting the same book as me, with the same signature. I thought I was gonna be like unique.
Yeah.
And then he felt bad. So he said, you know what? I'm gonna give you a remark on this book that nobody else has. I was like, okay. Awesome. Okay, so I'll be back to being different. So on one of the books, he did a little remark on it, and it looked really, really good. So I was like, okay, I'm happy now.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I like, you gave me a nice sig and everything, and now this guy got the same one. So he had a little remark. So I got something a little different. So I was like, okay, I could deal with that. So no problem. Awesome. So I got 4 books signed, and see how long that's going to be. See how that goes.
Yeah,
so that's in. So again, that's where most of my money went because I had to pay for the SIG. One was Rosario, so she was not cheap. She was 150, 160. Yeah, I know, for one SIG.
Yep.
The other artist wasn't bad. He didn't charge me that much, and then I paid for that, and then I paid for this stuff. Those Batmobiles are not cheap either.
Oh, I don't expect them to be.
Yeah, those things were close to 100 each.
Yep.
Yeah. So they as you can see the size of it too. So that was like 200. So again, with everything else, I was like, that's it. And I bought the 2 shirts. So I'm like, okay, I'm good. No problem. I mean, listen, I didn't come home broke. I still have money left over.
I did too, actually. I did too.
That's the big key. I
wasn't fully broke after this con, so that was good.
I still have a little money to, to start saving up because of the fact is my next Comic-Con show that I will be attending is going to be in January, which is not far.
No. What one are you going to?
I'm going to New Orleans Fan Expo.
Wow. Okay.
So I had to pay for my plane tickets and everything. So yeah. So
there's no driving down to that con.
No, I'm not driving. I'm flying.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. But the problem with that is to get a flight to go there, well, especially with all these flight cancellations, I think the government finally fixed the problem, fixed this shutdown. That was a lot of people leaving the con show, especially the people that I was working with, all their flights got canceled.
Yep.
So they all took longer to get home, and that really, really sucks for everybody. And not just them. There was a lot of people all over the place trying to get home.
Right.
Every time they try to rebook it, it was canceled. They tried to go through another airline, and that was just chaos. So lucky for me, I drove, so I had to
Yeah.
do it. So hopefully it's over the time January comes around. But my plane tickets, I have to go to New York to fly out of New Orleans because the prices here is ridiculous. So I actually have to leave here, take a bus, then take a train, then another train to get to the airport. So
Wow.
I've done this before. I try to get like the first flight out, and I leave the night before. So I leave late. The time I get in New York, I stop at get off the train and to a restaurant. I go to like Fridays or something, have dinner. So it's like maybe at that point, it's like 10, 11 o'clock. And then I get back on the train again. I head over to another train to get to the airport. Next you know, it's maybe like 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning. And I go right through the whole security with no problem. There's like nobody there. And
Oh yeah.
I sit at the gate, and the inside, like they'll have Dunkin' Donuts, which is open and stuff. So you can get coffee or whatever. And because I try to get the first flight out, and they always tell you have to be there like 2 hours prior anyway. So it works out.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it goes. So I
Yeah.
can't wait.
I'm interested to see how. I don't even know if I've heard of New Orleans Fan Expo. I don't even think I probably have heard of it before. It hasn't been on my radar a ton though.
Well, the Fan Expo is basically the same name that they have all Philly at Fan Expo. It's the same thing.
Yep.
So there's Chicago Fan Expo. So they're all Fan Expo, but it's the same. It's just I guess the same company that goes to different states. So they
Gotcha.
all
Okay.
say the same thing, Fan Expo. And when I get the alerts, pretty much they're all the same.
Yep.
You know, they talk about the show, but you get alerts, and it's pretty much the same company.
Got it.
So it's Fan Expo, yeah. So I never been to New Orleans, so I will be hanging out with Who Dat Comics, and Yahweh. So, but I'm working the con, so first time there. Starting off 2026 broke,
Yep.
So I don't know what I'm gonna do. And next year, my work schedule for my regular job changes, and I don't know what's gonna happen. But I'm already booked for New Orleans. I'm already booked for Little Giants, so I'll see how that goes. We got Jigs Kingdom is in the houses. What's up, Jigs? What's going on? Jigs will be going probably live tomorrow. He does his new comic book day show, hangout and stuff. So hopefully I know he's been shop, holidays skipping around. I don't know. He's out there doing something, I don't know. So Rhode Island came and went. For anybody that wants to go, for celebrities, this is your type of show.
Yeah.
But I don't recommend Saturday. Saturday is the worst.
Yeah.
But these artists, some of them only show up on Saturday. And some of them, like Dennis Rodman, was only there on Friday.
Yeah, which that's weird too, is that only Friday and only Sunday. Those days are weird too.
Yeah. And there was another thing that I noticed. On Sunday, if you look on the website, a lot of these celebrities did not stay the whole entire day on Sunday. Some of them left at 1:30. Some of them left around 2:15, 2:30. They wasn't there the whole entire day. And it says it on their name, says only, here to a certain time. So they're not there all day. So I don't know if it's because of the flight issues or what. I don't know if this is like a regular thing that happens, but, you gotta be aware.
Yeah, I mean, I know of on Sundays, like any convention, I feel like there are a good group of people, whether it's celebrities or artists or writers or whatever. I feel like there are always those few that pack up early and they leave on Sundays. Yeah, but
the cool thing is the hotel I'm at, I guess a lot of the celebrities are staying at the same hotel. And I'm just coming in and out of elevators, and I get out and I see freaking Reverse Flash coming right in. It's like, hey, what's going on? Reverse Flash, what's going on?
Sick.
And I think, was it Sunday? Sunday we were coming down the elevator, and we were packed. The elevator was full, and they kept stopping on every floor because everybody's trying to catch an elevator, right? So it kept going on, and the next thing you know, the door opens, and guess who we saw? We saw Chris Jericho standing there. And we're like, "We'll make room for you, Chris. Come on in." And they were like, "Nah." He said, "Nah, I'm not getting with you guys." So before the door just closed, I screamed out and say, "Chris, you made the list." Come on in. And like, no, he's like, okay, never mind. He just went, ate the door closed. So that was hilarious. But it's fun.
Yeah.
The celebrities and everything. It was great. I had a great time.
Yeah, it's always good, especially when you go like with people, you see people there that you know. It was always great running into you at a show.
Uh,
Yeah, definitely more of a celebrity show
I'm not
than
gonna lie to you. Saturday, I was I could barely move.
oh yeah.
I got to my hotel room. I was like, I felt like 90 years old. Couldn't get out of the bed. I was trying to get to the bath, just to take a hot shower, relax because my legs, my feet were killing me from
Oh, I
all that was
bet.
a lot of walking,
Yeah.
because I hit not
Floors.
just the rink, the abyss, we called it. I had to go up to the fifth floor too. But that was a lot of walking because everybody that was there was the same thing. They all wanted the celebrities, and I had to go all the way back downstairs again.
Yep.
And then they want not just one the celebrity, this celebrity, this celebrity. There was a lot of work. We were busy. We
Yeah, and
were
that's
busy.
that's the other weird thing about this show too is that it's so spread out and there's so many different levels and
Mhm.
different areas to go to. Like it's not all in one spot, which would make things so much easier.
Yeah,
But
yeah. If it was just the main room is a good size, but it needs to be big. If it could extend further out, like to where the rink is,
yeah,
then yeah, one floor, that's fine.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's definitely smaller than Terrificon, that main floor at least.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely
but see, with Terrific Con, he got a little bit of everything. He got a little bit of celebrity. He got this. They had a lot of celebrities.
a lot of
They had
celebrities.
celebrities on my floor, upstairs on the fifth floor, and in the rink. That
Yep.
the whole lineup was ridiculous.
Yeah, and it's not even like celebrities. Like I know Mitch from Terrificon, he tries to pull celebrities that like have
Mhm.
something to do with like a comic book or something.
Right.
But this one, they had freaking Dora the Explorer there, and the person who voiced Backpack,
Yeah.
like random stuff.
The good thing is, though, I give them credit for this. The good thing is they put all the celebrities from one show together.
I do enjoy that. I do
Yeah.
I do like how they do that.
Like
Yeah.
the whole Flash crew were in one section.
Yep.
All the mole rats that were in the movie were all in one section. All the Storm, what is that? Starship Troopers were in one section.
Yep.
So they kept everybody pretty much like affiliated, together. Like again, Vincent from Daredevil, Charlie Cox, and her, they were all in one section. So it's like if you needed their autographs, you didn't have to go far. It was really like the next booth over, the next booth over.
Yeah.
That was the best part. So if you was looking to get 036, you didn't have to go that far. It's right there.
Right.
And Vincent was another long line too. Oh my goodness.
Sure.
Let me tell you something. He was very, very nice. There was this very old lady in a wheelchair, like somebody's grandmother, and she wanted a photo with him, and he had no problems. They got her out of the wheelchair. She stood with him. He was talking to her, and yo, I felt so grateful for what Vincent did that day. I even bumped into that lady in the elevator, and I said, "Ain't you the one that got the picture of him?" Go, "Yeah." Says, "Oh, you had a great time. You met him." Go, "Yeah." So that just tells you the type of con it was. Everybody had a lot of fun. And
Yeah.
the celebrities had no problems coming behind the desk. Some of them were taking photos and they were talking it up, and they were so nice. I mean, I was like, I had a great time. I mean, my feet were killing me, but it was great. I mean,
Yeah.
I couldn't stop. Again, if you're gonna go for Celebrity Con, this was great.
Yeah, for
I don't
sure.
like the design, but again, it's the building. What are you gonna go?
Yeah, right.
So
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Overall good celeb show. A lot of good stuff to find there. I grabbed a little bit of everything, so I came out happy.
but this con, how far is it from you where you live? Because you're in Massachusetts. So if we do
I'm
it,
in Connecticut.
oh, so you're the other way.
Yeah, it's about an hour from me.
Okay, yeah, that's not too bad.
Nah, it's not horrible. But like I stayed over Planet Mayhem's place that Saturday night, and we just all left in the morning for Sunday. That was like a 2-hour drive. He's a little bit farther than me. But
Okay. No,
yeah.
but Chinmo's he's in Massachusetts.
Chinmo's in Massachusetts. Yep. Yeah.
All right,
For him, it's probably like in a 2.5 hour drive, I would expect.
Really? I thought
Yeah.
you were closer. So when I put my GPS when I left Sunday night, it told me to get to my house from there was only 4.5.
Okay.
I was like, really? 4.5? Because it took me, like I said, the GPS actually took me the way I wanted to go. It took me like the back roads, and there was like nobody back there at that time of night.
Yeah.
And I was just driving, 2-lane highway, just the back way until I don't know. It took me from 6 to Route 44 or something like that until I got to Interstate 84. And once I got to Interstate 84, I just took that. That's what takes me all the way home. And I was like, okay. And that's when I recognize a lot of places because I've been in Connecticut for 3 men, 3 men in the basement stuff. So I was like, oh, I've been here before. Oh, that's why I stopped at Texas Roadhouse when they did the Comet Crawl and this and that. I was like, yeah, I know where I'm at.
Yep.
But, yeah, traffic was. Once it started raining, the fog was really bad that night.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Not good driving at night. During that. But I thought I did pretty good. Money wise, I didn't have that much, but I enjoyed myself.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
Yeah, I worked, and I think they even did a party on Saturday for the con people downstairs. I didn't make that. I was like, I'm not going. I says, let them have fun. I'm old, so I'm gonna lay down, relax, and I felt every time you wake up the next day, I feel fine. I feel nice and rested and ready to go. So nice hotel too. Wasn't bad. Service was great. I had valet. So
nice. Yeah. I've never stayed there over the con, so we had talked about possibly getting like an Airbnb close by, but we all still were like, we're probably going to skip Saturday. The only reason we were going to do Saturday was for Grant Gustin, but he canceled. So.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, that was a couple of people. Henry Winkler canceled. That would have been nice to see the Fonz. Of course, I really wanted to see the Flash, and he canceled. I was like.
And you know what's crazy about that is the morning that he canceled, I ordered a Flash pop for him to sign.
Oh.
And literally that afternoon he canceled. I was like, what the? You got to be kidding me.
Yeah, I don't know if that cancellation was because of the flights or
I'm not sure either.
Yeah, at this time you have no idea. But yeah, I had a great time. And will I go again? Well, I would say yes, but now with my work schedule being changed, it's going to be up in the air to see what cons I go to, because now for me to go to cons, I have to take actually vacation days because they kind of really screwed me taking, my days. I have to be more at work now than ever, 8-hour shifts. So, which kind of sucks. So,
yeah,
but that gives me an opportunity to go pick any days I want off instead now. So maybe I could do it that way, but that means I got to use more of my vacation days. So, I'm already booked for New Orleans, so I'm screwed there. Nah, I'm definitely going to Little Giants. So now I really got to pick and choose which con I'm going to.
Yeah.
So it is what it is.
Hey, it's going to be a good year next year.
Unless they put me back on 12, which I hope. The 8-hour shift is not going to be good for me.
Yeah, well, if you are going to skip any con, might as well just do Rhode Island.
Well, we'll see. End of the year. Well, listen, I'm going to New Orleans to see how that goes. That's going to cost me, like I said, I got to pay bus tickets and train tickets. Then when I get there, I got to take a cab to the hotel. I don't have a car, but it's walking distance, the hotel to the con. So
that's good.
I should be fine, And Little Giants is somewhere in April. So
yeah, should be April.
Oh, I want that. So what I'm Hope in the book is C2E2, and maybe now I can go to Heroes. I don't know.
I
Yeah,
don't know if I'll be going to Heroes next year. I think I'm going to go to Baltimore next year, though.
Baltimore's nice. Baltimore's nice.
I've heard a lot of good things about Baltimore, so I think that's the
Well,
next one I want to
I've
go
been
to.
to Baltimore a couple of times. It's almost like Heroes. It's the same thing. It's
Oh,
big
perfect.
place.
Love the
Yeah,
sound of that.
it's wide lanes. Yeah, pretty much similar.
That's awesome. Yeah,
Lot of
because Heroes was awesome. I just put out. I don't know if you saw. I just put out my
yeah.
my part 2 of that
Yeah, I gotta
weekend.
go. I gotta
Finally,
watch it. Yeah, I saw.
finally. I haven't. I've had like no time, and I've just been busy. But I'm finally getting those videos out, and it's just when I watch them back, I'm like, man, that was such a good show.
What made you and Chinmo drive instead of just catching a flight?
In case there's anything we brought back with us that we didn't feel comfortable putting on a plane,
Okay.
like, because it would have been harder. Like, I don't know what I was gonna buy down there,
Right.
and I don't know how comfortable I felt either putting it in a suitcase, which could get lost, or putting it somewhere where it's, I don't know. I probably could have done like a carry-on,
Yeah.
maybe, or like put it in the overhead. But we just thought it was gonna be easier, like bringing stuff to and from. Like we literally brought short boxes with us in order to put
Yeah.
comics in.
See, I'm the same way. That's why I like driving, because I take a short box, I take everything
Yep.
with me, and I keep everything in my room. And then when I'm time to go, I just throw it in the back of my car and take it with me.
Yep.
I'm taking the plane this time, and I'm like, all right, they let you take out a carry-on. I'm like, well, what size is a carry-on, and what happens if I bring stuff? And so I paid for a check bag, which cost me more just in case.
Yep.
And we'll see. I haven't flown in so long. I even forgot, I guess how to pack and what bags. I don't know what the rules are. So it's like, it's weird. It's so weird.
Yeah, right. There are a lot of rules, but yeah, I think that's why we drove, is just mainly for those few reasons. So, and it's expensive flying. It's so expensive flying.
Yeah, they charge you for so much. It's like
Yeah.
unbelievable. I mean, how can they charge you for one check bag? I mean, your check bag is where you take your clothes, and now you can't even do that. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Yeah. But honestly, the drive down to Heroes, it took an entire day, but it was fine. It was fine. I would do it again, honestly. I would do it again.
I would say for you, it probably would have maybe been like a 2 hour more drive than my drive. Mine, from where I'm at, takes me at least about 9 hours.
Oh, it took us 14 hours.
Okay.
And then so that was just from my house. Chinmo came to pick me up, and for him, it was 16 hours.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, they say 9 hours, but technically with all the pit stops that I do and gas and eat, it's like it's more than 9 hours. It's like 10 or 11.
I'm including pit stops and stuff. I think
Yeah.
if we just went straight through, it probably would have been like maybe 12 hours, I would say.
Yeah, no, so mine wasn't really 9. It says 9, but I would say it was like 10 to 11.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, a little bit more than yours. But I drove from my house to Chicago to C2E2. And for me, that drive felt a whole lot better than driving south. Driving west was, to me, a lot easier. I don't know.
I think because driving south, Virginia kills you, because it's just Virginia for like hours, and there's nothing down there.
Massively long. Because I'm on the other side. I'm taking 81, and I have to drive through the main part of Virginia, and then I have to take 77, which is still in Virginia, and that 77 will put me in North Carolina. But if I stay on 81, not that much further down, I'll be already like in Tennessee. So I'm already like that far south. I'm like, that's how far you get.
Yeah.
But I was thinking of driving to New Orleans, believe it or not. I considered it. I looked at the route, and I'm like, well, I drove this. This is where Charlotte is. And I drove that, and I see where I get off to 77. Now I'm like, all right, if I stay on 81, not that much longer, I'll be in Tennessee already. I'm like, all right. So then I look at Tennessee, and I'm looking like, I drove the floor, and that's long.
That is long.
That is long. But I didn't want to drive. I was like, nah, I can't do it. That's too much. I said, let me
That's a
try
long
flying.
drive. That is a
Yeah,
very long drive.
let me.
North Carolina was a long drive, but honestly, again, I would do it again. That was a lot best
It's
best time
better
I had at a
too
convention.
if the weather's good. If it's raining or it's not,
Yeah.
that makes it even more horrible because people
Yep.
idiots out there, they don't know how to drive. You
Yep.
know, if it's dry, you're moving. You know, sunny day, you're moving. You know, but
Absolutely.
so and that Rhode Island. What can I say? Put your walking shoes on. That's all I can tell you. Get comfortable
Any
shoes.
con, put your walking shoes on
Yeah,
and
you
wear
get comfortable
deodorant.
shoes. You
God.
definitely need good walking shoes. And for the people out there, take a bath, use deodorant, because some of you out there what not good.
Yeah. I don't know why, but Rhode Island, I feel like I find it the worst. Like even Terrificon, like it's not as bad. I don't know what about Rhode Island is like.
Terrificon is definitely not close to what Rhode Island was. It was.
Man, I remember last year at Rhode Island, we were standing in line behind someone who I don't know when the last time that man took a shower was, but it wasn't anytime recently.
Oh God, you know.
Yeah.
At one point, one of the bathrooms ran out of paper towels. I was like, really?
Yeah.
And then somebody brung in and left it on the counter, and people just grabbed it. I'm like, I don't know. They gotta keep it update. I don't know.
Yeah, but
so.
Yeah.
Well, that's it, guys. Broke boy, you got anything else going on? You want to tell people what you're gonna be doing next? What video I know you said you just dropped the video. What you got?
Yeah, I just dropped my part 2 of Heroes Con, long awaited. It's been forever. I know the show is back in June, but the videos are coming out now. I already got part 3 in the works. I already got it. I already started picking at it, so I'm starting to edit that now. And then I will be on whose show am I in the 25th, like 2 weeks from now. I'm going to be on Cliffs on Comics live stream. We're reviewing like a Thanksgiving issue for Power Pack. I think it's Power Pack 19.
Nice.
So that should be fun. And yeah, that's all I got going on recently. And then we have our next album review show on No Good Comics channel probably coming up in probably like 2-3 weeks. So that'll be fun as well. So stay tuned for that.
Cool. So I but trying to do shows as best I could. And I'm home a lot and I still have no time. Now next year it's gonna be more horrible because my work schedule is going to change. That means I'll be in New York 5 days out of the week. So I'm only going to be here 2 days. So it's going to be really, really hard for me to do videos. But hopefully that doesn't change until January. So stay tuned. I'll try to do more videos. I'm trying to do a toy video stuff that I picked up that's not comics. I haven't done that in a while. As you can see, I've been picking up action figures and stuff like that. Sooner or later, me and Jigs will do our random monthly Amazing Spider-Man, Thundercats, Space Ghosts books that we pick up because we try to get every cover. So if you're a fan of any of those books, check that out. You'll see some books that you probably never seen. And what can I say, man? The holidays are here, man. So Halloween passed. Thanksgiving, hope everybody's gonna see family, have food, watch football, and then next, Christmas is gonna be right around the corner, guys.
Yep, and we'll all be broke.
Yeah, exactly. We're all gonna be broke, and not only that, the cat's birthday's next month. So
hey, there we go.
There you go. I'll be turning another year older.
Hey, survived another year. That's all that matters.
I don't know if it'll be wiser, but I'm more broke. I can say that much.
You got more collectibles.
I'm enjoying myself. You never know, and I'm having a ball. And that's it, guys. I thank you guys so much. Hopefully, whoever's going to New Orleans, I will be there. Hopefully, I meet people I haven't met. That's one of the great things, meeting people that I haven't seen before. And what else to say?
Yeah, thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
It's great having Broke Boy here. We're definitely going to be at Little Giant, so I'll definitely see you there.
Yes.
And,
sweet.
That's it, guys. Enjoy your holidays. And like I always like to say at the end, man, the cat is out. Peace.
Thundercats.